It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, presenting the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
All right, you ready? You ready?
Well, you can see Dana White grinning ear to ear because a fight that he has put together 5 times on paper will finally be consummated tonight. Round 1 is underway. Khabib Nurmagomedov and El Cucuy Tony Ferguson.
2 of the greatest lightweights in UFC history are finally having an opportunity to compete. Who is going to set the tempo of this fight? Can Khabib score the first takedown? Can Tony defend? Can Tony get off one of those great slicing elbows that he dominates people with? This is a fight full of questions, and that's why everybody's so excited about it.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward by the top fighter now.
You can certainly count on one hand the number of omoplatas that have been executed in the octagon. Wow! Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Brilliant submission defense there. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. All right, hammer fist here by Ferguson.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. An attacking armbar.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, buckle up, here we go. Round two, Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Able to whip. Nurmagomedov gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Ferguson. Nurmagomedov going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes him stop throwing.
He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
The ground and pound has been there all night.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, more often than not, when he has struck, he has landed 86 total strikes. Have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Not a whole lot of misses by my count. Unofficially, 77% accuracy in this one against Tony Ferguson. Stuff the takedown, no problem.
Cut him. It's in there deep. There you go. Oh!
Wow. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Close guard. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, feet on the hips here. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Ferguson. He can truly do it all. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, side control now. And he landed the right hand there. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Ferguson. 90 seconds to go now. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. Ground and pound strike is true. Ferguson's now looking for a Darce choke.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck. Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Side control now. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. Top guy has moved into a position where he can finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape from it.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ferguson. Lands with the ground and pound. He might get a finish here.
All right, listen, bud. Your eye's starting to get a little swelling here. I need that defense better. I need you to keep your head movement going.
So here we are as our next round gets underway. I would have tapped in that previous round, by the way. I would have tapped him.
It was so tight. I cannot believe that he got out of that submission attempt.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length. Of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Nurmagomedov gets the takedown. Close guard. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Both fighters get up now. Oh, nice offering there by Tony Ferguson. We'll see if he can follow it up here, champ.
I mean, he usually does. He does not let guys off the hook. Tony Ferguson is a guy that has a killer's mindset, and when he gets you hurt, he's looking to finish. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
And he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Ferguson's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in a half guard position on the mat.
Ferguson's looking for a Darce choke here.
Oh, he's got a choke.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you're standing on top of your opponent like that. You gotta watch up kicks. Notice how he leads with his hips when he goes to land a strike. Nurmagomedov's back to the side control now. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard now. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions. You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Nurmagomedov. Close guard. Oh, useful strike on the ground that was. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Tony Ferguson. All right, working inside the closed guard now. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of his cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cutman can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're going to stop this fight.
That body. Keep your elbows in tight. Stay focused, okay?
All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling on nice entry directly into the finish. Nice takedown. Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink in a Von Flue choke here. Bottom fighter trying to control. Not tapping out tonight. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating, you need to be framing, you need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Ferguson's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he when he's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now.
Back mount now. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Able to land the single ground strike there. Under 2 minutes to go. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, it creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount. I mean, how many can he take? While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Grab the wrist, grab his wrist.
There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right? That's to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flip. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
That was awesome. Everything you're doing is great. You really found your rhythm and your distance there. I want you to do more of the same, so let's look to really land the big shot.
All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this area.
No, and he does it the old school way, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you push a guy to the side of the octagon and use it as a barrier to get up.
Right.
Not with this guy. He stuffs your head in the corner, he gains his posture, and he just starts dropping hammers until eventually you're gonna turn to your knees, he'll take your neck and choke you, or he'll just put you back down. It's crazy to watch him dictate his opponent's actions with his power from this position. Not many guys can generate that type of power. You gotta go back to guys like Mark Munoz. They used to call him the Filipino smashing machine because he was so good with his ground and pound, and this guy shows that same exact type of approach.
Nice 1-2 there. Oh, he gets the takedown. Could ill afford that. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art.
That'll do it! Holy smokes!
pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Bruce Buffer.